All right. This is one more point that I wanted to say, especially in circles, parabola, ellipse, and hyperbola, and especially between circles. There is not much of a difference between mains and advanced. Okay, advanced also they are giving quite mains level questions, because in mains also they are giving good level questions. That is another way to say. Okay, so sometimes you will find our advanced material is quite similar to our mains material. And another advantage is, compared to the CBSE syllabus, intermediate syllabus is much better. In CBSE syllabus also circles chapter is there, but they have very basic questions, doesn't have any complicated ones. Whereas for us, even in intermediate itself, we have quite a good level of questions. All right. So in one sense, it is good, because people, at least for board exam, they'll study 2-3 times the same chapter. It will help them to do well in the competitive exams. But what my point I'm saying is, if you focus on your basics in IP and all, that itself forms a good base, and even covers around 70% of the preparation for your advanced calls. Okay, but still it's just a more variety of questions. Okay, very first question, they gave a circle with center 1, -2 and the radius √2. Okay, just for the recording purpose, I'll be stop screen sharing in between. Okay, this is square inside in the circle with the center as 1, -2. If radius is √2, because this is square, this is 45 degrees, this will be 1 unit, 1 unit. From here, if you want to go here, you have to go horizontally 1 unit forward and vertically 1 unit upward. I'm getting more light on the. Here add 1 and add 1, so this will be 2, -1. Here you have to go horizontally 1 unit forward and vertically 1 unit downward. So x coordinate will increase by 1 and y coordinate will decrease by 1. So this will be 2, -. From here to here, you have to come back 1 unit, come down 1 unit. X coordinate will decrease 1, 0, y coordinate will decrease 1, -. Here decrease 1 here and add 1 here, because we are going up. So which will be 0, -. We done quite a similar question in mains, where they even asked out of all these points which is nearest to origin. Something similar to this. Anybody remember that question?
What's that?
Mains material, we have somewhat similar question. They asked, among these 4 corners of the square, which one is closest to origin? There was a question like that in mains. I remember I discussed the doubt. Maybe Srihars or somebody asked that doubt.
In past year mains questions, sir.
Oh, past year mains, huh? Okay. All right. Okay. Anybody has not understood the question or solution? Okay, third one is quite similar to another question we already done. there is a circle. In that there is one equilateral triangle whose median length is 3a. I think in exam also you got this in our main method also there. This total length is 3a means based on 2:1 ratio, this will be a and this will be 2a. Okay, this is 2a. So you wanted the circle with center of and radius 2a. So x minus 0 whole square, y minus 0 whole square equal to 2a. Which is x square plus y square equal to 4. By the way, I forgot to tell you where to write this. Many of you have mains material itself is pending. So if you write advanced material in between every day, some questions I don't know. Do you want to write these things in class notes?
Yes, sir, we're writing in class notes only.
Okay, that's good. No problem. Because your mains material you are trying in order. Okay. Here's the sum. Sriharsha, did you send a message or something?
Yes, sir. You didn't send the advanced material PDF in the.
I have not sent. Okay, I'll send it today. Already. You want me to send right now?
Yes, sir. I will try further questions.
Okay. All right. Anyway, so fifth question also I think in past remains somewhere we discussed it, but we'll discuss once again. Just a minute. Okay, in the fifth question, there are 3 points: t comma 1, t comma t, and 1 comma t. As t changes, for each t, there will be a circle passing through these 3. And you change t, you'll get another circle. When you change, you'll get another circle. Like that, there are a lot of circles, but they all will pass through one point. What is that? The 2 ways to do it. Method 1, first of all, this is a right angle triangle. Why? Because these are same x coordinate, then the same vertical line. These are same y coordinate, then the same horizontal line. In fact, this is 1 comma 1, and this is t comma 1, this is 1 comma 2, and this is t comma 2. Okay, this is our For it out 1 comma 1, this is a right angle triangle. So if you want a circle pass into three points which are forming a right angle triangle, simply take the ends of the hypotenuse as ends of diameter. You get the circle equation, which is x minus 1 into x minus 2 plus y minus 1 into y minus 2. That is x square minus x minus 2 plus minus 3x plus y square minus y minus 3y plus 3. That is x square plus y square minus y. And if I take minus 3 common, it is x plus y minus 2 equal to 0. It looks like s plus lambda l equal to 0. So s plus lambda l equal to 0 is a family of circles which will always pass through the point of intersection of these two. So you just solve x square plus y square equal to 0 and x plus y minus 2 equal to 0. You get 1 comma 1. Because actually this is tangent to this. It is like circle and a tangent to this. If you take s plus lambda l, it cover all other circles touching the circle at this point like this. But they all will pass through that point of contact, which is 1 comma 1. So like that you can do it. Another way is as you change t, what is happening here is this is 1 comma 1. For a particular t, this is your right angle triangle and your circle will be like this, passes through 1 comma 1. If t is little greater, this is your right angle triangle, but again your circle will be like this, passing through 1 comma 1. If t is negative or very small, it will be this side. Again, it will be a right angle triangle like this. Again, the circle will pass through this. Okay. As you change t, every time it is a square with this as a corner. Okay. So always it will pass through 1 comma 1. So that's the graphically you can easily visualize it. If you want to do by equation, you can do like this. Anybody still any doubt regarding fifth question? All right. Seventh question is more theoretical question. Okay, seventh question, what they said is to take a circle, A and B are fixed points and their ends of diameter of a circle. Point C is variable, it can be here, it can be here, it can be here. Every time ACB is a triangle. Where should we see so that the area will be maximum and the perimeter will be max? Both will happen when C is at the highest point here, topmost point or the bottommost point. About area telling is very easy. Why? Because base is fixed. If you want area to be maximum, height should be maximum. And when wherever C is there, when C is here, height is highest because radius is the highest possible height here. Perimeter maximum, I think we may have to do a little bit work there. Why? How this length plus this length is more than this length plus this length. Maybe I have to show. Okay. Okay, so area highest is very easy when C is here or here, height is highest. So I don't have to write any much work. Okay. For you can even write if you want. Area is equal to half into AB into CL. CL is maximum. Okay, when C is farthest from A. Okay. A is here, B is here. So it can be here, it can be here. That's two portions. And both cases it is right angled isosceles triangle. Okay. Regarding perimeter, I'm sure we can give different explanations. If somebody take this as theta, this is 2r, what is perimeter will be? 2r, this will be 2r cos theta, and it will be 2r sin theta. In trigonometry, we know cos theta plus sin theta maximum value is √2. Not only that, we know the maximum happen when theta is 45 degrees. So 2r plus 2r times cos theta plus sin theta. So maximum of cos theta plus sin theta is equal to √2, and it is attained at theta equal to 45 degrees. So when theta is 45, this is also 45 degree right angle isosceles triangle again. Or if somebody takes this as x and this as y, x square plus y square equal to 2r whole square. But you want to find x plus y's maximum value. Okay. So you can write x plus y whole square is 2 into x square plus y square minus x minus y whole square. A plus b whole square plus a minus b whole square is 2 into a square plus b square. We know that. In that, this is variable, but I substitute this as 2r square. It will be 2 into 4r minus x minus y whole square. If you want this to be maximum, this should be minimum, and the square minimum will be 0. Okay. So x plus y is maximum when x minus y whole square equal to 0 minimum. That is when x equal to 1. When x and y are equal, it is a right angled isosceles triangle. Is it all right for seventh question? Lokeshwar, is it okay for perimeter minimum?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes, please.
sir, once again repeat the below part, sir.
Which one? Perimeter?
X square plus, yes, sir, x square plus y square 2r whole square. That one how it came, sir.
Oh, a plus b whole square. Can I write 2 into a square plus b square minus a minus b whole square?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And x square plus y square, I know already 2r whole square. That is circle. Not circle, right angle triangle. This square plus this square is this whole square. Pythagoras square. If you want this to maximum, this should be minimum. And when the square of something minimum is 0.
Yes, sir.
So there, x plus y is maximum and x minus y whole square is 0. That is when x equal to y. So if you want a perimeter to be maximum, x equal means it is isosceles triangle and is already right angle. That's it.
Yes, sir, understood.
minimum area will be 0 practically. So we are talking about maximum because when C is at the lowest point, area minimum will be 0. And perimeter also will be minimum when C is one of A or B almost. It will be 4R perimeter. Option A is correct. And B, C, D are wrong. Okay, I'm erasing the 7th one. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 9th one, they gave 2 lines which are diameters. That means they are giving the center. From that, I think we'll get A value. And then B value will get because for it to represent circle, G square plus F square minus C should be greater than or equal to 0. First of all, 5x plus 8y equal to 30. One line. 4x minus y equal to x square plus y square minus 2 times a square minus 7 x minus 2 times a square minus 6 plus b2 plus 1. So when we solve these two, what will you get? Multiply 8 here and add 8 4s are 32, 37. So x is coming 1. Y is also 1 comma 1. X comma y is equal to 1. So this is center 1 comma 1. Further, but the same center should be a square minus 7a plus 7, a square minus 6a plus 6. If we equate these two, I'll get a square minus 7a plus 10 equal to 0. Equate these two, a square minus 6a plus 5 equal to 0. This will be a equal to 2 or 5. This will be a equal to 1 or 5. So a should be 5 because both should happen. Okay, so all the two diameters will get center and use minus z comma minus f formula will get center. This should be same. I equated. This is giving 40 equal to 2 roots. This is another 40 equal to 2 roots, but both should be satisfied simultaneously. So a should be 5. So when you put that 5 back, the circle becomes x square plus y square minus x minus y plus b2 plus 1 equal to 0. G square plus F square minus C should be greater than equal to 1 plus 1 minus of B2 plus 1 should be greater than equal to 2. That is BQ should be less than equal to 1. BQ should be less than equal to 1, B less than equal to 1. That is minus infinity to 1. One is closer, open, anything is fine because when it is 1, radius is 0. Even if they give open, it's okay because if radius is 0, you may take it as a point circle, but then which line is called diameter? You can say any line passing through the center is a diameter, but there should be a circle. Okay. So anyway, there is no option with closed and open. Option D will be the answer. Okay, those who completed, try can try the 11th question, or if you have PDF, you can try further. I sent in the WhatsApp. Okay, is it done? 9th one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 11th is very simple. The line is outside the circle, means it should not intersect. So from the center, perpendicular distance should be more than radius. Y equal to mx, you can write mx minus y equal to 0. X square plus y square minus 20y plus 19. Okay, so what is the center? 0, 10, and the radius square root of 0 square plus 100 minus 90 to 10. What is the center to here perpendicular distance? Mod m into 0 minus m by root over m square plus 1 less than root m. And a square it I get m square no, 0. 10 should be less than root 10 root m square plus 1. So root m square plus 1 should be greater than root 10. M square plus 1 should be greater than 10. M square should be greater than 9. So m belongs to minus infinity to minus 3 union 3 to infinity. Why? Because you can write m minus 3 into m plus 3 greater than 0 number line minus 3. 3. You know, more than 3 positive, below before minus 3 also it is positive. Okay, very simple thing. From the center, the perpendicular distance to line should be greater than radius, right? Outside, sorry, not less than radius. Okay, then m will be between minus 3 to m minus 3 into m plus 3 less than 0. Minus 3 to oh, you have to simply write mod m, that is, you don't have to write much. Mod m square less than 9. Mod m less than. Okay, those who completed, try 30. Just a minute. Okay, is it 11th one? Is it okay for everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, 13, there is a card, it should subtend 45 degrees at any point on the major segment. Means at the center it should subtend 90 degrees. Okay, so we have a circle and there's a card. At any point on the major segment, if it's subtending 45 means at the center, if it's subtend double of that, it will be 90 degrees. And any card, if it has to subtend 90 degrees at the center, if this is R and this is R, this is 45, this is 45, it will be R by R cos 45. Total is 90, so this is 45, this is 45. So it will be R cos 45. R by root. If simply the perpendicular distance is R by root 2, that is sufficient for the chord to subtend 90 degrees. Listen, once again, I told you compared to parabola, ellipse and hyperbola, circles are very easy because same question if asked in ellipse, there is an ellipse and a line is there and it has to subtend 90 degrees at origin. You cannot do by this perpendicular distance and all. Okay, you know what you have to do? You have to homogenize the ellipse with the line, get the combined equation of these two, and then use quotient x square plus quotient of y square equal to 0. That too when center is not when center is origin. If this is other than origin, it will be more lengthy. Okay, but in circle chapter, everything is very easy because you can do it from the figure. All right. Okay, so for a chord to subtend 90 degrees, where from we got 90, double of that 45, the perpendicular distance should be R cos 45, which is R by root. Okay, so what the distance? This is mx minus y plus 1 equals. Perpendicular distance from origin is mod c, mod 1 by root of m square plus 1 equal to radius. 1 equal to m square plus 1. R by root 2, sorry. So, yeah, D should be R by root 2, which is a D. D is equal to R by root 2. This is 1 by root 2. So, root 2 is equal to root over m square plus 1. M square equal to 1, m equal to plus or minus. Actually, you can do this particular question even from the figure because this y equal to mx plus 1, y intercept is 1. The circle is like this where passing through 0, 1. Okay, if you want to subtend 90 degrees at the center, there are only two lines. One is this one is this. You can easily see it is subtending 90. This card is subtending 90. This slope is plus 1, this slope is minus 1, this slope is plus 1 because this is 45, this is 45, this is 135. So even from the figure, I can say slopes are 1 and minus 1. But the general rule is D should be equal to R by root 2. If I'm telling fast or you're not able to understand something, anybody please feel free to ask if you have any doubt.
Sir,
Sir,
Yes, please.
sir, I did in another method, sir, may I say?
You want to tell, please?
Sir, from that we can find length of the chord, which is root 2, sir.
One.
Sir?
What about 13th question?
Yes, sir, 13th question.
Length of tangent from which one?
The length of the chord, sir.
We want to find length of the chord and equate it to R root 2.
Yes, sir. 2 into root under minus S11. I equate and I got, sir.
Length of the chord you equate it to what?
2 into root under minus S11.
For that you have to know midpoint of the chord, not to use that.
Yes, sir, I found it. Midpoint of the chord.
But that is taking more time. Am I correct or not?
Yes, sir.
But forget about this particular question. You take any circle and any chord. If the chord is subtending an angle alpha here, the easiest one is the perpendicular distance should be equal to r cos alpha by 2. Because this is r, this is alpha by 2, this is r cos alpha by 2. Simply use d equal to r cos alpha by 2. Okay, that is more easier. Because if the center is not origin, if finding foot is difficult and all, doesn't matter. This is very easy. Right?
Yes, sir.
I'm not discouraging you, but I'm just telling you this is more convenient.
Yes, sir. Don't erase it, sir. I will write this.
sir,
Yes, please.
E is equal to R by root 2, no, sir.
Yes, correct.
While equating in main formula, right? Sir?
How did I get the perpendicular distance from the center to that line? Mod
Yes.
c by root a square plus b square.
That sir, equated to 1 by root 2, like what is, it is R by root 2.
1 by root 2, r is how much? 1. For x square plus y square to 1. What is
Yes,
r?
sir, yes, sir. R is 1, sir.
Sir?
Yes, please.
Sir, you took center of circle as origin, sir.
Yes, they gave x square plus y square to 1. Center is origin.
Yes, sir.
From origin distance to a line is mod c by root a square plus b square. That's why mod 1 by root over m square plus 1 square. Okay, Namrata, can I arrange this whole thing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 15th question. Something similar to this we discussed when we discussed mains doubts, I guess, maybe. But anyway, I said this question is given in JEE advanced exam 2 or 3 times. This is one of those questions. Okay, let me explain the question to you. X square plus y square equal to px plus qy. It is a circle. It's a circle. Basically, it is a circle with 0, 0 and p, q as ends of diameter. X minus 0 to x minus p, y minus 0 to y minus 2. That is only this. P, q is a point on the circle. 0, 0 is a point on the circle. Passing through P comma Q, I can draw many cards. They will have some midpoints. Okay. But out of all these cards, x-axis will pass through only midpoints of 2 cards. Okay, maybe x-axis like this. This is x-axis. These two lengths are equal, these two lengths are equal. X-axis intersecting this card also, but it is not the midpoint. It is not bisecting that card. And if you take this card, x-axis intersecting that, but it is not bisecting it. And some cards x-axis not even intersecting, or it may be intersecting outside. So among all the cards P comma Q, only 2 cards are bisected by x-axis. For that to happen, what should the condition between P and Q? That's the question. We'll discuss 3 methods. Method 1. Because this is on x-axis, the y-coordinate should be 0 here. Because this is on x-axis, the y-coordinate should be 0 here. If y-coordinate is 0 here for this point, and for this point, what is y-coordinate? Midpoint of these two should be this. So if this is 2, this is 0, this should be, what it should be?
Minus Q.
Minus 2. Okay. So that means on this circle, definitely there should be 2 points whose y-coordinate is minus 2. So that the midpoint of these two y-coordinate will be 0. If there are 2 midpoints with y-coordinate 0, x-axis bisecting 2 cards, we can say that. That means when I substitute y equal to minus 2 in this circle, I should get a quadratic equation with 2 distinct roots. Okay. So there should be 2 distinct points on the circle with the y-coordinate minus 2. There should be 2 distinct points on the circle with y-coordinate minus 2. When I put y equal to minus square with x square minus 2 whole square equal to px plus q into minus 2. That is x square minus px, q square plus 2q square equal to 0. For this, b square minus 4ac should be greater than 0 because we want to have 2 distinct roots. So that is b square minus 4 into 2q square greater than 0, which is b square greater than 8 q square. Okay, this is method 1. Let the midpoint of card be k comma 0 because it is on x-axis. Then equation of card is S1 equal to S1. S1 equal to S11 means x into k plus y into 0 minus px minus pk by 2 minus qx by 2 minus 2 into 0 by plus 1. Plus 1 means k square plus 0 square minus k into k minus 2 into. Okay. And what this card should do, should pass through P comma Q. And I'll write and explain in the meantime. Please try to understand this, copy this. If any doubt, I'll explain once again. This line should pass through P comma Q. As it is, if I substitute P here, Pk minus P square minus Pk by 2 minus Pq by 2. Okay, K, P here, and P here. or is it qy? Q square. Here k square minus p. This is a quadratic equation. So what I get k square minus pk, so minus 2pk plus 3pk by 2 minus p square minus q square. Okay, anybody has not understood the question? Okay, everybody understood the question. Method 1, anybody any doubt about what is that we have done?
Yes, sir.
Method 1, I should explain once again.
Yes, sir.
The question was very simple. There is a circle, one point on the circle is p comma q. There are a lot of cards to them. We want x-axis should bisect two of them. Means you should pass through midpoints of two such cards. If any point on x-axis, y-coordinate will be 0. So this point y-coordinate is 0, this point y-coordinate is 0. If you take midpoint of two things is this, if here y-coordinate is q, here y-coordinate is 0, at the other end y-coordinate should be minus 2. Here y-coordinate q, here 0 means other end y-coordinate should be minus 2. So on the circle there should be 2 points whose y-coordinate should be minus q. So that if you take midpoint of these two, get y-coordinate 0 and they lie on x-axis. So how many points on the circle should have y-coordinate minus q? 2 points, 2 distinct points. Okay. That's why I substituted y as minus q. I got a quadratic equation. Basically, I'm trying to solve this and the line y equal to minus q. So this y equal to minus q line and this circle should intersect at 2 points. So when I substituted y as minus q, I got a quadratic equation for x. One root will be this x value, one root will be this x value. So I should have two distinct roots, means for this the discriminant b square minus 4ac should be greater than 0. A is 1, b is minus p and c is 2q. Right? So that is this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, method 2. The midpoint of the chord should be on x-axis, so I took it as k comma 0. X-axis means y-coordinate can be 0, x-coordinate can be anything. If you know midpoint of a chord, equation of the chord formula is S1 equal to S11, we'll get a line. What that line should do, it should pass through p comma q. So I substituted p comma q, got a quadratic equation in terms of k. Even here I want two distinct values, so distance should be greater than b. So k square plus 3p by 2 into k plus minus p square minus p square by 2. Okay. This equation should have two distinct roots. So that is b square minus 4ac should be greater than 9p square by 4 minus 4 into minus p square minus p square by 2. be greater than 0. The multiply 4, what is it? T square is greater than 8q square, right? I'm getting 8q square. Am I getting t square?
Sir, while substituting S1 equal S1, it should be minus p by 2x.
I wrote
S1
something wrong.
equation.
There should be 1 by 2 here. Huh? Thank you. So there is a by 2 here. Where will I get to by 2 here? Okay, thank you. When I send this 4 here, I'll get 9p square. And it's becoming plus, right? It's becoming plus. This is all plus only. Okay, this is plus. So 9p square minus 8p square minus 8p square greater than p square should be greater than 8. Okay. This correct is a plus here, and also plus and by 2. Pritam, is it clear? Second method?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sanjay, you could understand? Sanjay, are you there?
Sir, yes, sir.
How are you doing?
Sir, well.
IP intermediate, up to which exercise you done homework?
Sir, E complete.
Completed circles.
No, sir, E last.
E last year there. And mains,
There.
circles, mains objectives.
Sir, mains I have not done complete. From last 3 days, how much I have not done anything, sir.
Okay. All right. So method to the lower part I'm erasing. Does anybody need more time?
No, sir.
Okay, method 3. This is 0, 0. This is p, q. When I draw a lot of parts to this, when I take their midpoints, what are the locus of all the midpoints through p, q? Anybody?
A circle with diameter as the center and that point.
Yeah, it will be a circle with p, q at the center as ends of diameter. Why? This angle is 90. Whenever you take a midpoint of the chord and join to the center, it should be 90. This is also 90. This is also 90. This is also 90. This is also 90. So locus of all these midpoints is a circle with the center and this and so that. Locus of midpoints of chords through P comma Q is a circle with center 0, 0 and point P comma Q as ends of diameter. Okay. So for this new circle, what is the center will be P by 2 comma Q by 2, because this is 0 comma 0 comma 0 is not the center, right? What is the center? Center not 0. Center P by 2 comma Q by 2. The midpoint of these two is the center. That one and P comma Q as ends of diameter. So the center will be actually 3P by 4 and 3Q by 4 is the center of the required circle. And what is the radius of the required circle? From here to here, root P square plus Q square. This will be root P square plus Q square by 2, and off of that, it will be root P square plus Q square by 4. So the locus of all the midpoints is a new circle with this is the center and this is the radius. And that circle, what should happen? X-axis should intersect twice because x-axis should pass through two of the midpoints. So for this new circle, x-axis should be conned. It should intersect twice. For a new circle to for a line to intersect at 2 points from the center, the perpendicular distance should be radius. X-axis should be chord of this circle. That means from this new center, the perpendicular distance to that line should be equal to radius. Not equal to radius, but less than radius. So from any point to x-axis, the distance is by coordinate. So I will be getting mod 3q by 4. Mod 3q by 4 should be less than the radius. That is d less than r. That is root over p square plus q square by 4. Both are 4, cancel it. 9q square is less than p square plus q square. 10q square here, p square is greater than 8q. So the reason I am telling three methods is in some other question, this method may be more useful than first method. Here, first method is little better than other two because it is easy to write. But at least you will remember that locus of all the points of the chords to a given point is a circle with this point and the center is ends of diameter. That much you will remember. For a line to be chord to a circle from the center, perpendicular should be less than radius. Is it okay? Third method?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay, those who completed can try 17.
Sir,
Yes, please.
for method 3, center p by 2 comma q by 2 is for the whole circle, no sir, not that locus
The
of
whole
the.
circle with that center and these two are the ends of diameter is our given circle. I said
No sir,
the
you wrote.
center this and this
Yes.
is ends of diameter. Is it okay?
Oh yes sir.
Sir,
Yes, please.
there is a possibility that center will be p by 4 comma p by 4 also, no sir?
P by 4 comma Q by 4. How?
Sir, like the original is p by 2 comma p by 2, sir.
These two are ends of diameter, right?
Yes, sir.
This is what is this point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. P by 2 comma q by 2. Understood.
There midpoint you have to find. Okay, 17th question. First of all, the question is we have x-axis and y-axis. 1 comma 2 is somewhere here. Touching x and y-axis, there are infinite circles in the first quadrant. One will be like this, one will be like this, one will be like this, one will be like this. Touching both x and y-axis, there are a lot of circles. Among them, only 2 of them are passed through 1 comma 2. They are asking what is the distance between their centers. Okay, that is the question. Okay, apart from doing this question, anyone want to guess what is this point will be? The two circles are intersecting at 2 points. One point is 1 comma 2. What is the other point will be?
2 comma 1. Sir.
2 comma 1.
Why 2 comma 1?
Sir, if it is 1 comma 2, then it is 2 comma 1 only. No, sir, if we rotate it, then those two should be symmetric with respect to y equals
with respect to y equal to x. The line joining centers has to be y equal to x because from this point, this distance and this distance are equal. So these two should be mirror image of each other with respect to line joining centers. So with respect to y equal to x, image of a comma b is b comma a. If this is 1 comma 2, if you can even reverse the figure, this has to be 2 comma 1. Okay. Anyway, whether it is required or not. Anyway, this is I think not very difficult question because if you take radius is r, center has to be r comma r. Any circle in the first quadrant touching both x and y axis, if radius is r, center has to be r comma r.
Yes.
Now, if this point is lying on that circle, even this distance should be radius. Okay, so this is P, this is C. Okay. Let the radius of circle be R. Center is equal to R comma R. CP also should be R. So that is root over R minus 1 whole square plus R minus 2 whole square equal to R. Square it will get R square minus 2R plus 1. R square minus 4R plus 4 equal to R. You can cancel this. You will get R square minus 6R plus 5 equal to 0. That is R minus 2 into R minus 3 equal to 0. So R equal to 2 or 3. Or 1 or R minus 1 into R minus 5. R equal to 1 or 5. Then center will be 1 comma 1 or 5 comma. If you want to find this distance, you can see distance between the two centers. Root over 4 square plus 4, which is 4. If anybody any doubt about 17, please ask. Those who completed, you can try 19. Can you please turn on your video so your video is off? They gave a circle, they gave an external point, we are drawing two tangents that are touching at 2 points. They want area of this quadrilateral formed by the two tangents and the two radius. We have a formula directly r into root s1, but how did it come? Area of quadrilateral ACBP is equal to 2 times area of triangle PAC. That is a right angle triangle into half into PA and AC or base and height. That is PA into AC, which is R into root S11 or vice versa. Root S11 into radius. So simplify radius and root S11 and you can multiply. What is the radius here? 4 plus 1. 4 plus 1 plus 7. Into root S11. No, this is the radius. So root S11. So 4 square plus 5 square minus 4 square minus 10 minus 2. Into the radius. Root over 4 plus 1 plus 10. Okay, 4 square will cancel. 25 minus 21. Root 4. 2 into 4, which is 8. One of them is 2, one of them is 4. Directly. Okay, 17th one, everybody clear? Anybody still doubt?
Clear, sir.
Clear, okay. 19 is directly R into root S11. We gave formula earlier, we discussed the proof, but I wrote once again. Simply find R into root S1. As I said, once again, circles, many things we can actually visualize from the figure. We don't need too many formulas. There are few formulas, but we don't need too many formulas. Okay, I'm erasing both 17 and 19. at 21. There is a circle touching y equal to x at 1, 1, and we want the circle to pass through -1, 7. Okay. Touching, they gave one line y equal to x. One point on that is 1, 1. Okay. Touching this circle at this point, there are a lot of circles like this. Among all of them, a particular circle is touching at -1, 7. We want what is that? There are many ways to do this one. Somebody can find this line equation. This is 1, 1. So this line will come x plus y equal to 2. Because you know this line, from that you know perpendicular line slope and you know point, you can find the line. You can take the general point on that as some k comma 2 minus k. If you take x is equal to k, y will be 2 minus. Take that point, equate distance to this, you'll get k by 2. Or somebody can take SA equal to SB, will get one line, and take this line and solve, will get it. Okay. But I want to do s plus lambda L equal to 0. What is the circle with this as the point circle? Okay. Any circle touching y equal to x at 1, 1 will be in the form of s plus lambda L equal to 0. What is that? X minus 1 whole square plus y minus 1 whole square minus 0 square plus lambda into the line is x minus y equal to 0. Now, whatever lambda you take, it is always a circle touching this line at this point, no doubt about it. But it should also pass through -1, 7. Substitute that we get lambda. So when I put -1, 7 in this will be 2 square, this will be 6 square. This will be lambda into -8 equal to 0. From this lambda 36 plus 4, 40, lambda is 5. Put that 5 back, we get x square plus y square minus 2x minus 5 plus 2 plus 5 into x minus 3 equal to 4. That is x square plus y square plus 3x minus 7y plus 2. Okay, this is 15. This is method 1. Normal at 1, 1 is x plus y equal to 2. So let the center be k comma 2 minus, or somebody can use SA equal to SB also. SA equal to S. What does it equal? This point is 0, comma. The slope is 6 y minus 2. So SA equal to SB will give you x minus 3y equal to -12. Plus 3 equal to plus 2. Okay. Solve 2y is equal to 10. Y is minus 5. Minus 3 by 2 comma 7 by 2. Is x plus y equal to 2 minus 3 by 2 7 by 2. 7 minus 1 6 5. X minus equal to minus 2. So when I subtract 4y equal to 14, I get x comma y is equal to minus 3 by 2 and 7. So in our center you can find the radius. Radius will be 5 by 2 whole square plus 5 by 2 whole square. 5 by 2. Is it okay? 21?
Yes, sir.
Anybody any doubt? Please feel free to ask. Okay, so 23 onwards will continue tomorrow. But first thing in tomorrow in mains material up to 130, if any doubts are there, I want to clarify. Okay, so please don't take too much time. Exercise 1E up to that, at least try to complete whoever has any backlogs, and mains material up to 130. Is it okay, everybody?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, if you complete what is on the board, you can do.
Thank you, sir.